When the first Dune movie came out, the director Denis Villeneuve actually had an interview where he said the sequel was not greenlit unless the first movie was successful. So after watching the first movie, I went to work and I convinced four of my coworkers to go watch the movie. And here we are 3 years later, and the sequel finally came out. So you guys better thank me in the comments because this movie wouldn't have happened without me. Anyways, let's get into my review. This is an easy review. This movie is freaking awesome. Now, I did really like the first one, but I love the sequel. I definitely think this is the better part of this one massive movie, if you consider it as part one and part two as one big movie. Loved it. I don't know if there's much negative to say here. I really liked everything about it. I thought the story was really good for a close to 3 hour movie. I think it's like 2 hours and 50-ish minutes. The pacing was awesome. I checked my watch maybe twice, and both times I was like, whoa, already that much time had passed. So the movie has great pacing. You can easily split it up into like segments where like the first part of the movie is focused on one thing, the middle part is focused on something else, and then you've got the ending. And I thought all three segments were freaking awesome the whole way through. The action, there's lots of action in this movie compared to the first one. If that's one thing you did not like about the first one, happy to say that there's enough action, lots of great fight scenes, and just overall it feels just massive in scale. Everything was really good. The cast were all awesome. Timothy was fantastic. Zendaya, I love Batista, so I liked his character as well. Austin Butler played a character named Fade. I hope I said that right. And I really liked the character. I will say, I wish we had more of him in the movie. That's like one thing where I just wanted a little bit more of that character because the cast was really good, and Austin Butler did a great job playing that character in that role. The costume design is so cool. I really realized how much I love the world of Dune because watching this, everything just made sense and the costumes were all really cool. The sandworms are amazing. I saw this movie in theaters and I do recommend this is a must see in theaters. You definitely could watch it at home, obviously, but I feel like the big screen, especially for the sandworms, is the way to go. Another thing I really liked is the music in this, and not just the music, but also there are scenes of silence, and I thought that they did a fantastic job where you have these moments that feel epic and the music fits in, and then you have these moments where there's just no music and they let the scene play out, and I thought that that was pure perfection in that sense of just let it happen. Very good choice. The political stuff in the world of Dune is always super interesting to me, the scheming and all of that, and the second part just works as a perfect sequel to the first one when it comes to the politics side of things. You really understand a lot more what's going on because the first movie sets it up, and then the payoff in this one is really good for that stuff. One of my big things that I love about the world of Dune as well is that everything just makes sense within the world, and you, while watching it, understand what's going on without them having to directly tell you. If you guys have probably seen a bunch of movies where there's always that one dumb character, and the whole point of that dumb character is to always be asking, why this, why that, so that other characters are explaining to the dumb character what's happening as an easy way for them to explain to you as a viewer what's going on. They don't do that in Dune because everything makes sense. You're watching it and you understand without them having to just directly tell you. And I love that. I feel like they respect me as a viewer by just letting us watch and understand what's happening on screen without having to directly tell you. If we're gonna talk negatives, these aren't negative for me because, like I said, I really liked it. But some things to note: it is a fairly long movie, so it could feel a bit too long for some people. Like it is close to 3 hours. Like I said, I thought it was a good. If anything, I wanted more, but I wouldn't be shocked if some people who watch it might not like how long it is. If you didn't like the first one, you're not gonna like this one. I don't think this is gonna change your mind unless the thing you didn't like about the first one is that you just wanted more action. If you liked everything about it, but you just wanted more action and more stuff just happening, this movie will probably change your mind on the world of Dune as a whole. But outside of that, if you didn't like the politics side or anything like that, this isn't going to change your mind. And the only other negative, I guess, is that the movie's very like brown and beige, but it's a planet of sand, obviously. So I can understand that some people might find that lame, maybe, but the visuals are just incredible. Like, I think every scene is just beautiful to look at. It's just a lot of sand. So I can understand some people maybe wanting something more colorful, I guess, if you want it to be negative. I don't know. I don't feel that way, but I'm just trying to throw out some possibilities as to why someone would not like this movie. And that's really all I can think of when it comes to negatives. I really love this movie. I want to see it again. I can't wait for it to come out so I can watch Dune 1 and 2 back to back. I really hope there's more. Now, I just checked before recording. There is no Dune 3 confirmed or anything like that, but that was the same thing when the first movie came out. So hopefully within the next month or two, we do get a confirmation of a third one because I just want more of this world. I actually remember when the first movie came out, I liked it so much, I actually went out and bought the books. Now, I don't like reading. I have the books. I haven't read them yet. I just wanted to have them because I really like the world of Dune. And I think now that I've seen this movie, now is probably the time where I'm finally going to force myself to read them because I just want more of this universe. I need to know what happens next. I just want more of it. This was such a great movie, such a joy. Please go and watch it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, comment what you think of the movie, or if you're going to plan on seeing it, what do you think of the first one, all that stuff. Give this video a thumbs up. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.